Good morning, everybody. John Swift here. Today we're back at Myakka Park in front of this bathroom, which actually looks like a little log cabin. A couple things. I know it's weird that I wanted to show you this because I actually came out to do some hiking, but I wanted to show you this interesting cabin. It's actually not made out of like regular logs. It's actually made out of palm tree trunks. It's actually a palm tree. Can you say that? Palm tree. I would say it's probably like, I don't know if it's like that tree out there, like a palm tree. But it's really interesting. You think it would be like a log cabin, like made out of some kind of oak or something. But it's interesting. If this is built around the same time as the other one, I would say it's either built around the mid 30s or the 40s. But it's as long as I've been a kid and coming out here, I think it's been out here. But I wanted to show you, the other thing I know is kind of weird, is I wanted to show you the bathroom, because the bathroom is really super tiny, and I wanted to show you like how weird the stalls are real quick. So this is the bathroom, and along with it being small, it's got like kind of a cool little, it's really not, it's a really nice bathroom. I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's got a nice skylight up here and everything. It's, it's been modernized. What's really funny is how small these bathroom stalls are, because I came, but I wanted to show you, get an idea. Okay, so look at my knees. Look at my knees compared to the door. My feet are almost practically outside the door. And I'm not that big a person, but this thing is so compact. It's like about 2 feet across. But I just think it's kind of bizarre how, like, if you were like sitting forward, your head would literally hit the door. It's crazy. I don't know if you can see from here how big it is, but it is super small. Some parts of this park are have a lot of trees. They're very tree laden with like a lot of oaks and stuff like that, big trees. And then some parts, like over here, oh, there's a crow on top of that tree there. Very loud. And then some parts are what they call like the grassy flatlands, or they call it a meadow, or whatever they call it, savanna. Like just past this row of thing, it's like very flat and there's very few trees out there. It's weird to see a big dump truck style truck out here right now. It says asphalt company. I don't know if they're coming out here to pick up something, I don't know. Some kind of rocks. What a weird color. Very blue. It almost looks like that stuff that's they use in the railroad type of rock. Looks like maybe he's gonna dump off a load, and maybe they're gonna come out here and grade this, because so disregard all that stuff about this shell. As you come down here, that first part has got all this white shell, and maybe they're gonna come and grade this road so it's easier for the trucks to come out here. And that's how you dump a bunch of rocks, ladies and gentlemen. They make a lot of noise too. What you're hearing right now is some weird bird. But a second ago, I heard a little noise like a baby alligator. That's the first time I think I've ever heard one in the wild. Like right over this direction here, there was a little noise like a little. Makes me wonder if there's a mother crocodile out here. Right there in the center of the screen, looks like an alligator. So this is supposed to be a road right here, and I thought I was going to be able to walk across this, but because the way it is now, if you look at this map, I did not read the small print right here where it actually says low water crossing right there. So I did not realize I could not go past there because it's actually a very deep water. So it looks like we're gonna have to go back to this little dotted line trail, I guess, to get over here where there's supposed to be a campsite right there. So we're back to the hiking trail because of the water that was in the way. For some reason, I sort of disregarded that on the map. I forgot. You see these big holes right there? Like there's all this dirt. From what I understand, that is the wild boars that dig up the area. I guess nobody's been out here for a while because you can see how high the grass is. At certain points you can see this trail, but you see how all this has been rooted up? That's what I've come to learn is the wild hogs, which I think come out at night a lot, and they do a lot of trapping to try to get rid of them because they're sort of a nuisance. Look at this big pile of scat right here. I don't know. I don't think that's deer droppings because deer droppings are usually really small. So maybe that's from a hog right there. That is a lot of scat. Scat being poopy. Look at this right here. I almost ran face first into, see that little spider right there? Let me see if I can focus on him. Focus, focus. Actually, it's not a little spider, it's a big spider. But his web is like right here. I don't know if you can see, sort of. Really, man, it goes all the way from the top of this tree all the way over to here. I think it's a crab spider, but anyway, I almost caught a face full of that spider web. Hopefully I can get by. You can see it a little bit. Can you hear it in the light in the sun? Yeah, there you go. So this is what I would recommend, is just get like a 2-foot stick and just hold it out in front of yourself so you don't catch those spider webs, because they're basically invisible and you'll catch a big spider in the face if you're not careful. I'm really glad I didn't run into this guy. Look at the size of that thing. It's called a banana spider, I believe. Luckily he was off to the edge of the trail, but this thing is like 3 or 4 inches long. And they're usually like really crazy big. We're just gonna kind of leave him alone. Fortunately he was not in the middle of the trail, so I didn't have to worry about running into that thing. Check out this tree with the hollow out. Is that a geocache maybe? I haven't really done the geocaching, but I wonder, is that what this is, possibly? Or is there a human head in here? Huh. A geocache. I guess people find it and they leave stuff. I don't know what the heck's in there. What is that? What does that say? Birthday? Ew, some kind of gooky something on there. I guess you open this up and you leave a blue, what's the name of that movie with the blue people? That's pretty cool. Comb and some Mardi Gras beads, and then you put it back so other people can find the treasure that people have left in the side of the tree. It's not too hard to find there, but very cool tree though. Check that out. I've never actually found a geocache, but that one I wasn't actually looking for. It just kind of popped up there. I tried geocaching at one time and I gave up after like the first time I couldn't find something. I just gave up. Look at this track right here. Look at the size of it compared to my hand. What do you think? That's a Bigfoot track? It's hard to tell. It could be a horse track, or it could be a Bigfoot track. I don't know. It's kind of rounded up here, like I don't see any toes. Anyway, I'm kind of joking because some people have made some videos about this park having Bigfoot in there. Because I don't think there's been any people out here in a while because you can't see any footprints. I think there's also been, well, there's a big horse poop possibly. 2 or 3 horse poops. I happen to see a Bigfoot while I'm out here. I promise I will get some decent footage. It will not be all shaky unless I am completely terrified and I am running for my life. I hope that I would stand still and get a good picture so then it could be translated into some film. But it's just, I've seen some decent Bigfoot pictures, but then they almost look too good sometimes and they're almost too steady. And it looks like a guy in a suit that's like way off between the trees and you really can't see the face or anything. But I'm making kind of a semi-promise to take some good pictures of Bigfoot if he's out here. Look at this big oak tree that broke right here. I wonder if if it was just rotted. Look, there's actually a burn right there. You can actually see there's like a black mark there. I wonder if that means it was struck by lightning, but it fell right across the trail here. Weird. I have to confess that being out here all by myself gives me kind of a real freaked out feeling a little bit. because I'm probably a mile or two from anywhere. In every direction there's like woods and stuff, and it's not like a normal campsite where there's like electricity and garbage cans. It's just sort of a very primitive out here. You can actually see my my GPS, which I've never really used the map function on it, because normally it's on like a running function, because it's a running map. It usually has that screen, but I just noticed it has this other map function. So you can see the red line is where I am, or the blue is where I am, and the red, oh I'm sorry, right there, okay, we're right there. And that's where it started, was about there. And there's the main road right there, so it's actually tracking pretty good. I just walked up, there was a deer standing right there, and I was looking at I was trying to find my phone, and I didn't even see him. He was right, those woods, he was really big too, compared to the ones I've been seeing lately. It was a fairly large deer. He skated off to the left over here. Damn it. I'm trying to be quiet and I just stepped on a damn branch. He was sitting right there. It kind of scared me because I didn't expect him to see. I haven't seen any deer or anything. So this trip out here was kind of like a experimental hike to sort of see what these trails were like. Because I really didn't know, like when you get really far back in here, like a mile or so, what kind of density stuff. So on second thought, to be prepared next time, I think I'm gonna bring my walking stick, just sort of pseudo for protection against spiders and stuff, and a knife just for practical purposes, in case you would need to protect yourself or something like that. I'd bring a knife, and you know, water and compass and all that kind of good stuff. At certain points in this trail, it looks like there's like actually no trail because of all this high grass. But as you walk through here, because I've actually walked through here, you can see a little bit of the path. And actually, that tree right there has a big white mark on it, where you can, like if you start to freak out and you can't figure out where the trail is, and nobody had walked down, you could see that big white mark. As you get closer, you could see it. Makes it a lot easier to navigate there when you got those big white marks. I found this really big feather. What do you suppose that was from? I don't know. There's lots of raptors out here and crows and stuff. There's actually, I wonder if there was a crow fight, because look, there's actually some more feathers right here. I wonder if crow feathers are that big. But there's a couple here, a couple feathers over there. It makes me wonder if they were, somebody was plucking the feathers off of a crow. But it's pretty cool. I never used this app to do any GPS like hiking, but it actually works pretty good. If you're not a real competent hiker, if you're in a real dense area where you can't see this, it helps out a lot. So I think that's about it for today's vlog. A real fun hike through the savanna and the hammocks out here at Myakka Park. Pretty fun. It was a little daunting being by myself out there, and I never hiked out there before, but according to the GPS thing, it was about, from this main road, it was about a mile that way, which I think was like east or whatever, and then a mile back. So it took me about an hour and 45 minutes to get up and back. Headed back to the main trail, headed home to get some lunch and rest. That was fun. I'd like to come out here a lot more, do some more hiking. Maybe with my girlfriend it would be a little less daunting. And like I said, I'll bring some extra things, my hiking stick and stuff, next time. Thanks for coming with me, you guys. I'll see you in the next vlog tomorrow or the next day. Hope you have a good day. We'll see you guys later. So I ran into like sort of a little area where I'm not sure, the trail is not really clear right here. Can you kind of hear that noise? Those, I believe, are baby alligators. I don't know if they're still in the egg, but they're making that little noise. It's like a little, oh, Almost sounds like a frog or something.